Okay. Hey guys, okay, so this is one of those pop culture vlogs. Okay, so I guess I did a video on this somewhat earlier, and I mean, it got a few likes, rather quickly. Not too many comments, but still. Okay, so anyway, it's another one of those videos between, the Wanted and One Direction. Two pop groups put together in the UK. One Direction, them, they were put together by Simon Cowell back in 2010. The one was put together, I think, like in 2009. Anyway, now if you are a follower of either one of these bands, you know that there has been some Twitter beef going on between them in particular, between Max and Zayn in particular. Okay, so anyway, I don't know from what I'm looking at, and from what I've been told, Zayn initially started the beef on Twitter, but who knows? There have been words that there's been sources saying that the Wanted have been somewhat trashing One Direction, in interviews and whatnot. Kind of they try to, I guess, be careful about the way it's worded, but they're still, trashing them nonetheless. But anyway, okay. when I first found out about it, I was like, okay, really? With all the shit that's going on in this world right now, come on, we got people on, you know, people going homeless as I fucking do this vlog. Okay, we got people living on public aid, and we're worried about this. Seriously, I don't know. I thought it was BS, but anyway. I follow Sugarscape. I get news from Sugarscape on my Twitter timeline, and I did get to see the interview that they did with Nathan of the one, and he confesses that he loves Niall. He says that Niall's one of the nicest lads, and he thinks that maybe it's just been blown, out of proportion. And I see Louis in the interview talking about he won't stand for this. I'm like, go sit your ass down. First of all, I don't dislike you, but really, come on, go sit down. Really. All the other shit we got to worry about, we are not worried about a fucking rivalry between two boy bands. Which personally I think is all for publicity anyway. I think this whole rivalry between them two, between both of them, I think it's just a big publicity stunt. But anyway, with that being said, it seems that Niall and Siva of the group have kind of ignored that and they've become buddies. Okay, and I'm looking at the article on One Pops. Okay, it was released on January 5th. He said, okay, here it is. The one at Siva Kainswine. I'm not sure how to say his first name. He says he's not worried about the boy band rivalry. Between his mates and the lads in One Direction. Okay, he's 24. Now I think it's like 19 or 20. Okay. And okay, both of them being Irish, he says, their shared heritage has allowed them to kind of put that aside and kind of form a friendship, find a little common ground. And, he said, I've met him a few times and he's a sound lad. This is Siva talking. But anyway, says, I have friends that, he has friends that live in Niall's hometown, and the people there, they're pretty cool people from what he's saying. Okay, and then in the beginning, he said, look, in the beginning, we spent 18 months doing school and club gigs with nothing coming in. We were all in the red, before we got our break. So yeah, let's focus on what's important. The music and taking care of the family. Saying, let's get off this bullshit. That's what I say. So I think it's more of a attention thing than anything else. I don't believe that. I'm sure that they, deep down, they don't really dislike each other. And, you know, and really, to be honest with you, I think it's really more the fans. And, you know, than anything else. Because, look, they generally, the two bands, they have two different fan bases, okay? The one that, you know, their fan base is, you know, their music is darker than One Direction. You know, their image is not the squeaky clean image that One Direction has. And, you know, they have an older fan base, you know, late teens, mid-20s, I'm guessing. Yeah, that area. It's more club oriented. While the One Direction's fan base is 12-year-old girls who don't want to hear anything negative about their favorite pop stars. But, you know, then years later, whenever they grow up, then they see, you know, they think to themselves, what the hell was wrong with me? You know? I mean, it happens with all boy bands that have a squeaky clean image. I think it's, yeah, so I really, you know, we should blame, yeah, I think it's more the fan base, and, you know, both fan bases are saying that one started it and not the other one, you know? But, you know, I think, you know, it's a silly thing. And really, let's get off the topic for a minute. Okay, I want to talk about, you know, teenage girls for a minute. Okay, One Direction. Okay, I get that their fan base is 12-year-old girls. And, you know, 12-year-old girls, you know, I mean, that's how they are. But really, tell me, why is it that one of these boys in 1D can just tweet the word if? I mean, it doesn't matter what the hell they tweet. They will get about 50,000 12-year-old girls retweeting them. Just to say, ooh, I tweeted something from, you know, from one of the boys of One Direction. But then when somebody tweets something seriously, they're lucky to even get a response. Okay, you know, I don't know. Okay. I think I pretty much covered the topic, so I'm going to end the video right here, and peace.